Your body feels heavy, like you've been carrying something invisible. The day starts, and everything feels like a burden. Getting ready, replying to people, even smiling. You force yourself through the motions, but deep down you're drained. And the worst part? You don't even know why. You've tried eating better. You've tried staying active. But nothing seems to fix this constant exhaustion. My dear brothers and sisters, what if this isn't just being tired? What if it's a sign? What if your body is carrying what your soul has, been silently screaming for months? What if this physical fatigue is Allah's way of getting your attention? Because sometimes, when we ignore the whispers of our heart, Allah lets our body speak louder. And it's not punishment, it's mercy. It's Allah saying, slow down, reflect. Something isn't right inside of you, and I want you to come back to me. You're constantly surrounded by people but feel completely empty. You go to school, work, the masjid, family gatherings, always around people. You reply, you post, you comment, you laugh, but deep down, you're not present. Smiling on the outside, numb on the inside. This isn't just social fatigue, this is soul exhaustion. The Prophet Muhammad, would often leave the crowd to be alone with his Creator. Before revelation, he retreated to Cave Hira days of solitude, reflection, and worship. Not because he hated people, but because even the strongest hearts need to disconnect from the world to reconnect with Allah. You're doing all the right things, but your heart isn't in any of it. You pray, fast, wear hijab, read Quran, doing everything Islam asks, but your heart feels distant. Salah feels rushed, du'as feel dry, worship feels like a checklist. The Prophet taught us, indeed, actions are judged by intentions. When you pray because you have to, but not because you need to, that fatigue after Salah isn't physical tiredness, it's your soul not getting what it craved. You keep saying, just 5 minutes, but it steals your entire night. That moment you lie down, pick up your phone saying, let me check a few things. Next thing you know, it's 1 a.m. Eyes burning, heart heavy, mind noisy. The Prophet said, when a person lies down without remembering Allah, the Satan wraps around him until he wakes up. Maybe your exhaustion comes from how you end your nights feeding your soul notifications instead of nourishment. Tonight, put the phone down. Say Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Make dua. Talk to Allah like He's the only one listening, because He is. You'll sleep lighter but wake up stronger. Because real energy doesn't come from coffee or sleep, it comes from meaning, purpose, and presence with your Creator. You carry so many silent emotions that your body doesn't know how to carry them anymore. There's no wound on your body, no fever, no broken bone, but somehow you still feel exhausted all the time. You try to explain it to people, but the words don't come out right. So you just keep saying, I'm okay, just tired. But you're not just tired. You're holding back years of pain you never dealt with. The disappointments, the people who walked away, the heartbreak you buried under fake smiles, the duas that still haven't been answered, the moments you felt alone even when surrounded by everyone. And here's the hard truth. Your body remembers what your tongue keeps quiet. That's why your shoulders are heavy. That's why your chest feels tight. That's why you can't breathe fully, even though nothing is physically wrong. The Prophet Muhammad said, verily, in the body there is a piece of flesh which, if it is sound, the whole body is sound, and if it is corrupt, the whole body is corrupt. Verily, it is the heart. You can't keep pouring out your strength without pouring anything back in. You can't keep absorbing pain and pretending it hasn't changed you. Even the Prophet had the strongest heart of all would go to the cave of Hira for peace. He would cry in sujood.
This audio was created with podcastle.ai.
To the cave of Hira for peace. He would cry in sujood. He would speak to Allah in the quiet of the night, not because he was weak, but because even the most beloved to Allah needed moments to release what was heavy inside. So maybe it's time to stop carrying everything alone. Maybe that fatigue isn't weakness. Maybe it's your soul quietly asking, can we stop pretending now? Can we finally sit with Allah and let go of what's crushing us? You don't need to explain yourself to the world, but tonight, explain your pain to Allah. Not in perfect Arabic, not with fancy words, just you, your tears, and your truth. And watch how that alone can lift a weight that even 12 hours of sleep never could. You're tired because you're doing what most people don't have the strength to do. Let's be honest, staying close to Allah in this world is not easy. Everyone else is chasing comfort, you're chasing Jannah. They sleep through Fajr, you wake up. They go where it's haram, you stay home. They sin without guilt, you cry from guilt after just a slip. And slowly, it gets heavy. You get tired of always being the one who holds back, tired of saying no to your nafs, tired of watching others enjoy life while you're stuck saying Astaghfirullah, I can't do that. And the Satan whispers, look at you always doing the right thing and still struggling, still alone, still waiting. But here's the part no one tells you. That kind of exhaustion, that is the exhaustion of the righteous. That is the weight of patience. That is the body carrying the soul up a mountain while everyone else is coasting downhill. The Prophet letter FTFA said, paradise is surrounded by difficulties and hell is surrounded by desires. So yes, you're tired, but your tiredness is not in vain. Every drop of energy you pour into staying obedient, staying patient, staying strong is written with ink that never fades. You're not weak. You're doing what others are too distracted, too lost, too caught up to even notice. That quiet pain in your chest? That weight on your back? That heaviness in your limbs? It's not always a burden. Sometimes it's a crown that only the sincere wear because Allah chose you to carry it. Not to break you, but to shape you into someone Jannah will rise for. My dear brothers and sisters, you may feel exhausted. Your body may ache, your eyes may burn, your heart may be heavy, but maybe, just maybe, this fatigue isn't a weakness. It's a divine signal. Maybe Allah is trying to tell you, there's something deeper going on inside of you. Let's fix that together. Because the truth is, even when we complain that we're tired, we forget how many unseen blessings are still functioning perfectly. Your heart hasn't skipped a beat. Your lungs haven't stopped breathing. Your eyes still open. Your legs still move, all of it without you ever asking. Imam Al-Ghazali once said, if the only blessing Allah gave you was your eyesight, and you worshipped Him your whole life in gratitude, it still wouldn't be enough to repay it. So no matter what you're waiting for, no matter what you're going through, don't forget how blessed you already are. And if your body is crying for rest, let your soul answer it. Not with more sleep, not with more scrolling, but with sujud, with Quran, with real, raw, honest dua. Make this dua from your heart. Ya Allah, I feel tired, but I know you see me. Heal what I'm carrying in silence. Purify my heart, strengthen my body, and never let me forget the blessings you've already given me. Let my tiredness bring me closer to you, not further away. And when I rest, let my soul rest in your remembrance. If this message touched you, comment below. Ya Allah, turn my tiredness into strength. Your comment might be the reason someone else feels a little less alone tonight. And don't forget, liking and subscribing costs you nothing, but it helps us continue to share reminders that nourish the soul and bring people back to the one who never forgets them. May Allah bless you with rest that heals, worship that uplifts, and a heart that always turns back to Him. Ameen.